Hi, this is Dave Peterson with TC Life Safety with another Ask Dave video. Today's Ask Dave video is going to be an update from a video I did towards the middle to the end of last year when I introduced you to the WES systems. WES system was that wireless system that we use for NFPA 241 applications, which is construction site safety. And we also talked about using it in the NFPA 3000 active shooter response reporting type of system. Anyway, the updates to the system are a few. First of all is in the product identifier. If you remember that originally the WES system was WES Plus. They've changed it. They did a major firmware update on these units, and now they're calling it the WES3, and mainly because I think it's the third major update to the system. So just turn that control unit on, and one of the big changes is to the call point module. The call point is this European style manual station. It's a push to activate manual station. It's got the horn and the strobe on the top, and if you remember correctly in the original demo, I hit this and you could hear this obnoxious siren going off and the strobe flashing and so on. The big change is here. It's this change to the functionality of the B button. B button we used to use to just like to initiate a radio test, so you could test all your units to make sure they were all communicating together. They've remapped this in software, so now it is used for first aid or medical alert. Extremely handy in a construction site where fire is a problem, and it's great to have these so that if somebody sees a fire, they can push the button, sound the sounder, and alert everybody that there's a fire in the building. But probably more prevalent is injuries that happen on a construction site. Somebody cutting off a finger or dropping a hammer a couple of stories under somebody's head. Just injuries. So let me turn this puppy on. All right, I got flashing lights there, and I'm going to match it up to the control unit here. If you bear with me for a second. It's pretty good. Good way to show you that this does not take long. All right, I'm gonna make this unit here address number 1, just because that happens to be the first one that pops up. So we just hit the 2A buttons and hold them until we get green lights, which we have. So now I can trip this puppy. You hear that beeping? It's because the tamper switch in the back I deactivated when I picked it up. Let me silence that. All right, so here you can see that yellow light's flashing. That's because I have the tamper switch is not pressed in. Because I have it in my hand. I'm holding it in now. We should see that thing go to green shortly. In the meantime, I can press and hold the B button like it says in the instruction, and it will eventually see the lights flashing. Okay, the lights are flashing, but there we go. I now have a medical alert warning on my control unit. You see it says system warning, and right at the end of the string it says med, and it's from 001. So it gives you time, date, or what the unit number is, the address of the unit, and what the action is, and right now it's the medical alert. So now, knowing that it's 001, which is maybe on the first floor in the west wing of the building that we're working on, I can go and send somebody to help with what's going on at that particular location. That's the big change. That's the big change to happen to these things. They've also made some changes to the way that the units poll. So the polling is a lot more robust from what I understand than it was originally. They're actually in development of 2 more improvements to this product. One is what they call the link unit, which is basically a repeater. So that if the building is far removed from the controller by several thousand feet or a little more, then what you could do is set up these links along the path so that you'll be able to get radio communication to wherever this is to the building. So it's a link. If you have a campus area and the security guard shack is on one side of the campus and the building being worked on is another, you'll be able to use the links to get them all to communicate. And they're all battery powered. They're all weatherproof. So you can have these things on poles or whatever outside, increasing the range of the communication, which is a kilometer right now. So it's fairly robust. The other thing they're working on is a 4G application for Apple and Android phones. So you'll be able to get notification to cell phones when actions like either a fire or a medical alert happen. So a lot happening with this product line. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, give me a call at 800-837-8175. You can always look it up at www.tclifesafety.com. Just go into the search bar and type in WES and hit enter. And it'll bring you right to the page with all the WES devices we have. You can get pictures, brochures, data sheets, all the information, pricing, that kind of stuff. All these items, all the WES3 devices are in stock. So we're ready to ship. All righty. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a wonderful life safety day. Thanks for your time.